I'm Matt.
And I'm Matt.
I'm Brevin.
Today we're going to look at our amazing new lumber building that we built. So here's the deal. Obviously, you guys know the problems we've had with storage. So I actually went through a lot of different versions of plans to come up with this idea. Part of the problem we have at Weaver Barnes is we're kind of landlocked. And all of this land used to actually be a big ravine. It used to, if you look over there toward the hill, that slope used to continue down into a valley underneath of us. My dad, being an excavator, was actually able to remove a lot of that dirt and fill in this area. So this is not natively flat, but we are somewhat landlocked. So we're trying to be really smart with the space that we have. So back in 2000, we started with the original building. Then in 2004, we added the next building, and then in 2016, we built that. But we've kind of outgrown that space. And so lumber is a big part of obviously what we build, and so we needed a lumber building. So there are lots of ideas. Well, do you build a big, massive building, or how do you best use the space? And our conclusion was kind of lumber doesn't really need to be temperature controlled or all that stuff. And so we built a building just for lumber storage, and that's what this building is. So let's go take a look. If you guys can see, what is the dimension? 60 feet wide, 200 feet long, I believe. And then there is 10 feet of covered overhangs on either side. Total for 12,000 square foot building. But this is really cool. We got tons of stuff in here, and we're going to have tons of stuff outside as soon as it's done. So we have the inside space, but we also designed it for this outside space. So we have 200 feet long of storage under these overhangs. We can go 2 deep, 5 units high. And then as well as we're doing a retaining wall on this side, and this is about a 400-foot retaining wall. We'll be able to store some of our treated product, stuff that can be outside, but being semi-protected, so we'll store a lot of that product out along this wall. So as a whole, it's an extremely efficient setup that basically clears up about 17,000 square feet of production space, which for us is huge. So it's really cool to see this project come together.
Not to be political, but we built a wall.
So you can see kind of the length of the wall coming down in here, and we're actually coming back into this corner, and then there's my dad's track hoe. My dad used to be an excavator, and actually for the locals around here, he was the original excavator of the Walmart out of Millersburg when it was built back in 90 or 91. He was the excavator that excavated that, but he got into other stuff obviously. But we're digging back there, we're gonna have a lot of storage back here. But anyway, that kind of wraps up the lumber building. We've got solar going on the roof right now, so it's going to be a very efficient building for us, and it's going to allow us to have a lot of flexibility when it comes to buying lumber and things of that nature.